Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're getting ready for game time. Should be a good one, Kathy Harden, and thank you for being here. It should be a very good one. A very good one, Kathy Harden. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Kathy Harden, for the retweet. My coffee is brewing. And I'll be back in a couple minutes. We'll have the opening lineups very soon. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Busch Memorial Stadium for the final game of a three-game series. It's the rubber game. St. Louis hosting the San Diego Padres. St. Louis won the first one 10-4, San Diego the second one 9-5. Today, it's Joe Niekro for the Padres and Bob Gibson for the Cards. You don't get much better than that. And we'll be back. I just have to take care of a little business right here. In about 2 minutes, I will be back with the opening lineups, even though you can read them quite well. Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and I want to welcome you to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, along with Kathy Harden. We have the third of a three-game series between the San Diego Padres at the St. Louis Cardinals. They split the first two games. This is the rubber game. The Padres come into this 26 games behind the first place Atlanta Braves in fifth place. Is that right? Fifth place? Let me check that. Sixth place. I'm so sorry. I knew that was wrong. And the St. Louis Cardinals are in third place. They're 9.5 behind the first place Amazing Pirates. Cubs are in second. And the Cubs are 6 games out. And today we have two winners on the mound. It's Joe Niekro for the Padres and Bob Gibson for the Cards. Let's look at our opening lineups, but first, let me get a cup of coffee. I'm sure some of you will understand. I know Kathy Harden will understand. It's a beautiful day for a ball game here. Indeed. I've been looking forward to this. And my hope is to be able to play a neat and leisurely ball game. Taking my time with this. When I play solitaire games alone and not broadcasted, this is a solitaire game basically. When I play games, and I have not played, I can't remember the last time I played a game without broadcasting it since the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network came into fruition. I do a game in about 35 to 45 minutes, including setup. But after broadcasting now for weeks and weeks and weeks, I would never go back. Leading off for the San Diego Padres is Jose Arcia at short. Batting second at third base, Roberto Pena. Batting third in right field, Ollie Brown. The cleanup hitter is Nate Colbert, and he plays first. Larry Stahl in left field. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Kathy, that is good coffee. Oh. Ivan Morel bats sixth. He's in center field. Batting seventh and catching is Walt Hriniak. The usual catcher, Chris Cannizzaro, has the day off. Batting eighth at second base, John Sippen, and the pitcher, Joe Niekro. For the St. Louis Cardinals, the lineup is largely the same, but Tim McCarver is out. Leading off, Lou Brock in left. Batting second, Kurt Flood in center. Batting third, the right fielder, Veda Pinson. Batting cleanup at first, Joe Torre. The catcher in for Tim McCarver is Dave Ricketts. I realized I forgot to put in my fielding. That won't take long. Julian at second, Dal Maxville at short, and Gibson on the mound. And we're waiting for the Cardinals to take the field. It should be any moment now. Herniak is a +2. You'll take the Padres. Okay, I'll take the Cards. I'll take them any day to see if they can make some ground in the NL East. Lou Brock may take advantage of Herniak's arm. Ricketts is a +2 for the for the Cardinals. And the Cardinals take the field. Big Bob Gibson, one of the greatest pitchers who ever played, takes his warm-ups. And leading it off for San Diego is Jose Arcia. Let's play ball. Gibson is ready now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Arcia. 2-8. Fly ball left. Brock is under it. He makes the catch, one away, and we are underway here in St. Louis for the rubber game. That brings up Roberto Pena. Pena bats right-handed. Gibson. Here's the windup. The pitch to Pena. He struck him out. And that's the first for Gibby. 2 down for Ollie Brown. Nice crowd out here in St. Louis for the final game of the series. After this game, we move on to July 31, 1969. This is July 30. Okay, Gibson gets the sign from Ricketts. He's ready. 212. He hit him. Brown hit by a pitch by Gibson. Unlike Gibson. Brown takes first with 2 outs for Nate Colbert. Gibson works from the stretch now. And the pitch to Colbert. He walked him. So it's first and second, 2 outs. And Larry Stahl. Gibson trying to get out of this. He retired the first 2 batters, then he hit Brown, and then walked Colbert. And Larry Stahl, the batter, left-handed. Okay, Gibson is ready, and he delivers. 6-6, and there's a base hit up the middle. This might score Brown. Brown rounding third, 1-14, and that was right up the middle. 1-14, 2 outs, 1-16, -1, 1-15. Here's the throw from Flood. Brown trying to score, and he's safe. And the Padres open up a 1-0 lead. Stahl moved to second, Colbert to third on the throw. A run batted in for Larry Stahl. And Ivan Morel is the batter. Bijan, how are you? Yeah, Veda playing right field today. He's in right field right now, as a matter of fact. Great to see you, Bijan. Here's Gibson now. Second and third, 2 outs. And the pitch. 2-8. And there's another base hit. Oh my. Colbert scores, Stahl scores. 3-0 Padres. And you know, this has happened to Gibson in real world. You know, you don't want to believe it. But for Gibson to allow 3 runs in the first inning is highly unusual, but it can happen. Morel with a 2 out. This entire rally is with 2 outs. Again, Gibson got Arcia to fly to left to Brock. He struck out Pena. Then he hit Ollie Brown. He walked Colbert. Stahl knocked Brown home. And on the throw, runners went to second and third, and now Ivan Morel with 2 outs. Knocks both Colbert and Stahl home. It's 3-0 Padres. The batter is Walt Hriniak, catching for Chris Canizero today. Here's Gibson now. The pitch. 6-2. Fly ball left. There's Brock going back. 13-2. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. But there were 3 runs in the top of the first on 2 hits, a hit by pitch, a walk, and 1 left. And after a half, it's San Diego 3, St. Louis nothing. They're actually St. Louis coming to bat is the proper language to use. And here's Joe Niekro now, given a 3-0 lead. Niekro was on this Padres team. Pretty good pitcher. He was 8-18 though. 34 starts, 3.62 ERA in real world. Here's Lou Brock. I'd like to see Brock on the base paths with Hriniak, a +2 arm. Niekro is ready. And the pitch to Brock. 6-9. He flies it to left. Stahl is there, 1 down. That's part of the key to success against this Cardinals team. The returning National League champions. Keep Brock off base. Here's Curt Flood. Niekro winds and the pitch. 3-8. And Flood wraps a base hit. Just past shortstop Jose Arcia. So Flood is on with a 1-out single. And Veda Pinson is the batter. Pinson bats left-handed. Torrey on deck. If you're just joining us, Padres scored 3 off Gibson in the top of the first. Almost unbelievable. Now it's Flood on first, 1 out for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch from Niekro. To Pinson, 2-11. And that's a base hit to left. Stahl picking it up. Flood will go to third, no throw. First and third, 1 out. Cardinals have their little streak, little rally going here. Now it's Joe Torre. Infield is double play depth. Oh, that's a strike call to Torre. Torre couldn't believe it. Believe it, Joe. And that's inside for a ball. Niekro. The pitch to Torre, 3-9. Grounds it to first, forcing Pinson at second, and Flood comes home. So it's a 3-1 ball game. The infield was back. So they, on the ground ball, they forced Pinson. So it's Torre on first with 2 away. And Dave Ricketts is the batter. He's a switch-hitting catcher. I don't know many of those. He'll bat left against Niekro. Here's the pitch from Joe. 5-8. Grounder to first, Colbert. Again, this time he steps on the bag, and the side is retired. But there was 1 run for the Cardinals on 2 singles, and 1 left on after 1. It's 3-1 Padres over the Cards. If you're upset about Gibson allowing 3 runs in the first, imagine how Gibson feels. I'm sure he's looking to bear down now. It's nice the Cardinals brought them within 2. Here's John Sippen to lead it off. Gibson winds, and the pitch to Sippen. 3-7. Lord, that is that's a re-roll on the 20 die. It's a fly ball to right, and Pinson makes the catch, 1 down. Now Joe Niekro. Niekro, right-handed hitter. He's a 1 WR. Gibson throws. 5-7. And that is a base hit for Joe Niekro. Niekro singles off of Gibson. A kooky game to start with. And here's Jose Arcia. All within the realm of feasibility. Plausibility. Jose Arcia now with Niekro on first, 1 out. Jose flew to left in the first. Here's Gibson now from the stretch. And the pitch to Arcia. 4-11. He grounds it to short, Maxville. Over to Julian. To Torre. It's a double play. And those are the Cardinals that I know. A 6-4-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit, none left for the Padres. And after 1.5, it's 3-1 Padres over the Cards. Mike Shannon leads it off for St. Louis in the bottom of the second. Here's Niekro, the pitch to Shannon. 2-6. He struck him out. That's the first for Joe. 1 down. Now Julian Javier. Niekro winds and the pitch to Julian. 6-7. That's a grounder to second. Sippin, a 3, 5-3. And he throws him out. 2 away. For Dal Maxfield. With 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the second. Cardinals trailed by 2. Niekro winds. Here's the pitch. 3-4. Grounder to third. Pena over to Colbert. It's a 1-2-3 for Niekro. So after 2, the score remains 3-1 Padres over the Cards, and I don't think Kathy will mind if I refresh my coffee. It's that time. And Gibson takes the mound. They'll face Pena, Brown, and Colbert here in the top of the third. Yeah. Oh. Little technical issue here. Bear with us. Oh, Lord. Okay, leading it off for the Padres is Roberto Pena. He struck out in the first. Here's Gibson now. The pitch to Pena. 2-4, and he struck him out. That's the second for Gibson, and the second time he got Pena on strikes. That brings up Ollie Brown. Gibson shakes off a sign. He's set now. Here's the pitch to Brown. 2-5. Fly ball left. Brock makes the catch. 2 outs. And here's Nate Colbert. Nate walked and scored in the first. Foul back and out of play. Okay, Gibson is ready. Here's the pitch to Colbert. 2-10. He walked him. That's the same walk he got in the first at bat. And you can't say I didn't re-roll the dice well, because we're talking, that's not consecutive. So here we go again, 2 outs, Colbert on first. Gibson from the stretch, facing Stahl. Here's the pitch, 1-4, and he hits it for a double. Let's see if Colbert comes in. That's a double to center. For Flood, a -1, 2 outs. Colbert, 1-16, 1-15. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Flood. And Colbert is safe. Stahl goes to third, so Stahl does it again. He gets a second run batted in today, and it's 4-1. Even Gibson has off days. He's just a man, okay? So it's just, it just doesn't seem right, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's 2 outs with Stahl on third. Gibson leads off next inning. He'll hit, Morel singled in 2 runs. Here's the pitch from Gibson. 5-7. Oh my Lord, there's another base hit for Morel, and Stahl comes home. And it's 5-1. Third run batted in for Ivan Morel. It's just not Bob's night. Here's Walt Hriniak with Morel on first. And this is another 2-out rally. Hriniak flew to Brock out and left in the first. And the pitch from Gibson. 6-3. And it's a base hit to right. Morel goes to second. 1-14, 1-16, 1-15. They let him go to third. And now Sippen is the batter. Gibson loads of trouble today. The pitch to Sippen. 2-6 struck him out, and that's the third for Gibson, and the side is retired. 2 more runs for the Padres on 3 hits, a walk, and 2 left on. Could have been worse, I guess. We're headed to the bottom of the third. It's 5-1 Padres. Well, look on the bright side. Cardinals have something a nice comeback to look forward to. It will be Gibson to lead it off. He's a 4 WR going against Niekro. Niekro retired the side in order in the second. Here's Niekro now. The pitch to Gibson. A right-handed hitter, 3-9. It's a base hit for Gibson. So Gibson gets a single. Niekro got one in the second off Gibson. Now Gibson gets a base hit off Niekro. Bringing up Lou Brock now. Brock 0 for 1, flew to left. Here's Niekro from the stretch. The pitch to Brock, 5-7, ground fly ball to center. Under it is Ivan, and he makes the catch. And Gibson holds at first. So 1 out for Curt Flood. Curt singled, scored the Cards' only run today. And the pitch to Flood, 5-9, grounded to short, and that's a double play. Arcia to Sippen to Colbert, 6-4-3. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, none left. We've gone 3. And it's 5-1 Padres. And Gibson starts his fourth inning. He has allowed 5 runs in 3 innings. That's so un-Gibson-like. And here's Joe Niekro. Gibson is ready. The pitch to Niekro, 2-7, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Gibson. Top of the order, Jose, 0 for 2. Flew to left, grounded into a double. Gibson walks off the mound for a moment. He's back now. It's 1 out, no one on. Here's the pitch to Arcia. 5-4. Catcher X. Ricketts, a 4. God help us. And it's a dribbler right in front of home plate, and Ricketts boots it for an error. Just what the Cardinals need. Sorry about the sarcasm. Jose Arcia on first with 1 out. There'll be a 1-12 stealing being held. And Pena is the batter. Eesh. Okay, Gibson. He got Pena twice on strikeouts. Here's the pitch. 1-9. And he grounds to short for the force. So Maxville over to Javier. And it's 2 outs with Pena on first. Ollie Brown steps in. Hit by a pitch and scored and flew to left. Fouled back. Here's the pitch to Brown again. 6-7. Struck him out. Well, that's the 5th strikeout for Gibson, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the error, 1 left. Middle of the 4th, 5-1, Padres. And here comes Niekro. It'll be Pinson, Torrey, and Ricketts in the bottom of the 4th. Pinson singled in the 1st. Okay, Niekro into his windup. Here's the pitch to Pinson. 1-5. He grounds it to first. 1 down. Tell you, Joe Niekro looking very, very good today. Here comes Joe Torre now. Torre reached on a force in the 1st. Niekro delivers. 4-8. Rounds it to short for Arcia. Throws it to Colbert. That's 2 away. And Dave Ricketts is the batter. Ricketts grounded to Colbert at first in the 1st. Niekro really looking good today. Here's the pitch to Ricketts. 1-8. He pops it up to second. And Under it is sipping. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Joe Niekro. So Harden's Padres lead it 5-1 after 4. We're heading to the top of the 5th. Here comes Nate Colbert. Gibson has walked him twice and he's scored twice. Gibson better try to pitch to Colbert this time. That's low for a ball. Gonna refresh my coffee, Kathy, if you don't mind. Bob Gibson facing Nate Colbert here in the top of the 5th. He's ready now. Here's the payoff pitch to Colbert. 1-11. Fly ball center. There's Kurt Flood under it, 1 out. So he retires Colbert. That's a relief. And here's Larry Stahl. Stahl 2 for 2. A single, a double, scored both times, knocked in 2 runs. Ivan on deck, he knocked in 3. And that's been the scoring today. 5-1 Padres. Oh, good coffee. Here's the pitch to Stahl. 2-5. Struck him out. That's the 6th for Gibson. So Gibson has the K's, but it's not a winning game thus far. Here's Ivan now. 2 for 2, 2 singles, 3 runs batted in. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the 5th. Padres batting. They lead 5-1. And it's a strike called to Ivan. Again, this is the rubber game of a 3-game series. July 30, 1969. Okay, Gibson winds. Here's the pitch. 1-7. Fly ball to left, and Brock is there. And there's a 1-2-3 for Gibson. That's what we expect from Bob Gibson. And in the middle of the 5th, it's a 5-1 ball game. Here comes Niekro. He retired the side in order in the 4th. He also did so in the 2nd. He'll face Shannon, Javier, and Maxfield. Shannon struck out in the 2nd. Niekro is ready. Here's the pitch to Shannon. 1-4. He grounds it to third. Pena over to Colbert, 1 down. He's retired 5 in a row, Niekro. Actually, 6 in a row. Here's Julian. 0 for 1. Niekro really pitching good baseball today. Here's the pitch from Niekro. 3-4, pops it up to short for Arcia. That's 2 away in the Cardinals' 5th. And Dal Maxfield. And Gibson comes out on deck. Strike called on Gibson. Maxfield, I'm sorry. Okay, Gibson is ready. Here's the pitch to Niekro is ready. I'm sorry. Here's the pitch to Maxville. 6-7. And that's a chopper to second base. That's for Sippin. He's a 3. 11-3. Throws him out. It's a 1-2-3 once again for Joe Niekro. And after 5, it's 5-1 Padres. Moving to the 6th here. It's Walt Horiniak to lead it off. 1 for 2, Walt. Here's Gibson now. The pitch, 5-6, struck him out. That is the 7th for Gibson. Well, at least it's nice to see some strikeouts here. Now John Sippin comes in. He's 1 for 2, flew to right and struck out. Niekro comes out on deck. Top of the 6th here. San Diego leads 5-1. Gibson gets the sign from Ricketts, and the pitch to Sippin. 4-6, fly ball to right. Under it is Pinson, that's 2 away for Joe Niekro. So Gibson seems to have found a groove, but just a little bit late in the ball game for that. But we'll see. Gibson leads off next inning. You know he'll hit. Different game, youngsters. This was a different game. Here's the pitch to Niekro. 1-9 struck him out. That's the 8th for Gibson. And another 1-2-3. He's retired 8 in order. And in the middle of the 6th, it's still San Diego 5, St. Louis 1. In the middle of the 6th. And Joe Niekro comes out. Joe is pitching really good baseball. And Gibson will hit. Gibson would have been taken out in the 3rd in today's game. Okay, Niekro is ready. Here's Gibson. He singled Gibson, but was out in an inning-ending double play. And here's the pitch to Gibson. 1-7, he struck him out. That's the 2nd strikeout for Niekro. Back to the top of the order, it's Lou Brock. Flew to left, flew to center. Niekro is ready. Here's the pitch to Brock. 6-8. Grounds it to short. Arcia throws to Colbert. It's 2 outs. Niekro. 10 in a row. And here comes Curt Flood. Niekro so tough today, so good. Flood 1 for 2. Okay, here's Niekro and the pitch to Flood. 3-7. Base hit to left, a 2-out single. Maybe the Cards can have their own 2-out rally. I'll be taking a 2 to 3 minute break after this. I need it. I'm telling you. Gotta slow it down. Slow everything down. Here's Veda Pinson with 2 outs and Flood on first. Pinson 1 for 2. Niekro from the stretch. The pitch to Veda. 5-11, fly ball right. That's Brown going back. And he holds it down, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on after 6 full. It's San Diego 5, St. Louis 1. And you know, Kathy Harden, you know, you play enough games, 1,944 in a full season here, to be exact, and you're going to get things that one doesn't like, you know. So Gibson got hit bad. That happens. That's part of baseball. Everybody, my name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I play Strat-O-Matic ever since the pandemic. I played as a tween and a young teen from about, 12 years old to 15 and a half. And I resumed because I figured the world was so messed up, let me just do what I want. And I've been thinking about it anyway, and I'm doing a replay of the entire 1969 season. I converted my YouTube channel to the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Wasn't hard to do. Every game broadcast is in a playlist on the date that game was played. The standings are posted after every game. Statistics, they'll be limited. I've spoken about that. They'll be coming when we hit 1250. Take a couple days. This is the rubber game of a 3-game, and San Diego leads at 5-1. Gibson, yes, if you're just joining us, Gibson got hit hard, allowing 3 in the first, 2 in the third. So we'll head to the top of the 7th with Gibson facing the top of this San Diego lineup. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. This game, you'd be very surprised what can happen. I'll be back. I will be back. All right, Kathy Harden. Woo! Woo! Lord, somebody help me, please. Somebody help me. Well, I was just thinking as I was walking outside, and that's not a good thing, you know, for me to do, but to think too much. But I was thinking Gibson's having an off day. I'm having an off day. I feel I haven't really done as good a job as I could have broadcasting today, but we always feel we can do better. But I'll tell you, Gibson sure has disappointed me and Cardinal fans today. But let's not blame him. I'm having problems with my last cup. I don't need any more. We're gonna head to the top of the 7th here. You get it all here, folks. You get all the ups and downs of my life. I try to be transparent. Gibson will take the mound and start his 7th inning. He's allowed 5 runs in 6 innings. He has settled down since allowing 5 runs in the first 3 innings. He'll face the top of the order here for the Padres. It will be Jose Arcia. Jose 0 for 3 reached on an error in the 4th. Whew. Gibson is ready now. And the pitch to Arcia. 3-12. Hit. He's hit again. And Gibson is getting a warning. Oh my. That's the second batter he's hit. And the Padres manager has come out. He's talking to the umpire, objecting. And there's a discussion going on right now. Gibson is just throwing his glove and his right hand up as if there's nothing I could do about it. Arcia, meanwhile, takes first to lead it off. They're going to let Gibson stay in the game. Second hit by pitch. He hit Brown in the first, and that was the beginning of trouble for Bob Gibson today. And here he goes again, hitting Arcia to lead off the top of the 7th. So Arcia's on. He's being held 1-12. And Roberto Pena is the batter with the infield in. Pena 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Gibson. Pena lays it down, and it's a beauty. He bunts it, and it's picked up by Gibson. His only play is to first. It's 1 out, and Arcia is in scoring position. And here's Ollie Brown, who was hit by a pitch at Gibson. And, you know, it's not fun getting hit by a pitch, especially a Bob Gibson pitch. So here comes Brown with Arcia on second and 1 down. Gibson now from the stretch. The pitch to Brown. 1-11. It's hit deep. To left, going back is Brock at the wall. He makes the catch. Oh! Ollie Brown hit such a long drive to left. Brock got a good jump on it. And right at the wall, he lifts his glove. It's a 1-11. A 15. A long fly ball out. And Arcia hurries back to second. 2 outs. He's going to give me a frickin' heart attack today, Bob Gibson. Jesus. And here comes Nate Colbert. 2 outs, Arcia on second. Lord. Lord Almighty. Colbert walked twice and flew to center. Walked twice and scored each time. Here's the pitch from Gibson, 6-10. Fly ball center. There's Flood getting under it. 8-1. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. There were no runs. No hits, a hit by pitch. A long, long fly out to Brock by Brown. 1 left on. It's the 7th inning stretch. It's 5-1 Padres. It's that inning was a lot more nerve-wracking than it suggests by just looking at it. And here comes Joe Niekro now. Torrey, Ricketts, and Shannon for the Cardinals. Down by 4 runs. Kathy Harden, I was looking forward to a good game from Gibson. We all were looking forward to a good game from Gibson. Oh, and I think this basically sums up how I feel about it. Here's Joe Torre to lead it off. And, you know, Strat-O-Matic is just like life, Kathy Harden, some games. I mean, you Padres are winning. I should expect you to be satisfied with that, but you wanted it all. You wanted the Padres to win and Gibson to pitch great baseball. Oh, don't we all want it all? Here's Joe Torre leading it off. Oh. Hey, Lord help me. Here's Niekro now. Torrey 0 for 2 and the pitch. 2-7. He walked him. So, Joe Torrey on first to start things off. And here's Dave Ricketts, switch hitter. He's a decent hitter. He hit 273. Only had 44 at bats. He'll bat left against Niekro. But Niekro's been so tough today. You got to give what's due. Credit where it's due. Here's Niekro now. The pitch to Ricketts. 4-5. Grounds it to second for the force. So that's 1 out. And Ricketts now on first. And here comes Mike Shannon. Shannon, 0 for 2, struck out, grounded to third. Niekro from the stretch. And the pitch to Mike, 5-8. Grounds it to third for the force. So it's 2 outs and Shannon on first base for Julian Javier. Oh, that's good coffee. Whoa. Lord. Javier 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Niekro. 4-3. Grounds it to first. That's Colbert. 9-2. Steps on the bag and the side is out. So it doesn't look in the cards thus far for the Cardinals. After 7, it's 5-1. We move to the 8th. Here's Gibson. We can't say we didn't give him a chance. Now, he has pitched effectively for the past 4 innings. We'll give him that. Here's Larry Stahl. You got to be stoical, folks. These National League returning champions, the St. Louis Cardinals, are not the same team they were last year in 1968 when they won the pennant for the 2nd year in a row. Larry Stahl now, 2 for 3. Two six, he struck him out. That's number 9 for Gibson. He's managed to compile 9 strikeouts despite his difficulties today. And like I said, he's been very effective since the 4th. Here's Ivan Morel, 2 for 3. And the pitch to Gibson. This is probably his last inning, Gibson. And there's a base hit for Ivan. He's due up second next inning, so this is Gibson's last inning. Here's Walter Riniak with Morel on first and 1 out. Gibson now. The pitch. 4-6. Fly ball right. Pinson makes the catch. 2 down. Morel holds. For John Sippen, 0 for 3. One 8 grounds it to short. Maxville throws to Torrey, and the side is retired. So Gibson, let's say that. Gibson did pitch effectively in the last 5 innings, but that's it for Gibson. He pitched 8. He's the loser of record, because there'll be a pinch hitter here. He allowed 7 hits. He walked 2. Struck out 9 and allowed 5 runs. Not exactly what you expect from Bob Gibson. Coming in next inning to pitch is Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor, he both started and relieved without emphasis. Taylor is warming in the bullpen. Leading it off will be Dal Maxville to face Niekro. Niekro has allowed 1 run in 7 innings. And here we go. Maxville 0 for 2, Niekro. The pitch to Maxville. 4-6, grounds it to third, 1 out. And now a hitter for Bob Gibson. Coming out to hit is Steve Huntz. He's a switch hitter. Not very good. There's not much else available. So Hunt steps in with 1 out, nobody on. Niekro just gliding through this ball game. Here's Niekro, the windup. The pitch to Huntz. 1-5, struck him out. Third for Niekro, 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup, Lou Brock, 0 for 3. Lou is 0 for 3 today. The pitch from Niekro. 4-10, fly ball center. Ivan trying to get to that. Reroll. 3-4, he makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Niekro. Unbelievable. And I would have thought it would be Niekro who allowed the 5 runs. But we move to the 9th, and Chuck Taylor is the new pitcher for the Cardinals. He's a right-hander. And Niekro will lead it off. 1 for 3, singled, struck out twice by Gibson. Here's Chuck Taylor now. The pitch to Joe Niekro, 5'8", fly ball center, and Flood makes the catch, 1 away. Here's Jose Arcia, 0 for 3, hit by a pitch. 2 hit by pitches by Gibson today. And Taylor throws to Arcia, 5'9", struck him out. He looked good. 2 outs, and Roberto Pena 0 for 3 and a sacrifice bunt. And the pitch to Pena. 2-8. And that's a drive hit out deep to left, but Brock is there at the warning track to make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Taylor. We get moved to the bottom of the 9th. This is it for the Cardinals. It'll be Flood, Pinson, and Torrey trailing by 4, and Niekro, an exceptional game, 1 run in 8 innings. He's allowed 4 hits, all singles. He's walked 1, struck out 3. And here comes Flood, 2 for 3. He has 2 of the hits. Don't count these Cardinals out. Niekro is ready. Here's the pitch to Flood. 6-3. And that is a line out to short, caught by Arcia. 1 down. Well, I guess the Padres are entitled to win a 3-game series. 2 out of 3, right? And Pete beat Gibson. It's Vada Pinson now, 1 for 3. Niekro. And the pitch to Pinson. 1-7. He struck him out. That's 4 for Niekro. And it all comes down to Joe Torrey, 0 for 2 with a walk. Boy, has Niekro been something. Okay, Niekro, he gets the sign from Horiniak into his windup, and the pitch to Torrey. 5-7, fly ball center. This should be the ball game. Ivan Morel makes the catch, and the game is over. 1-2-3 for Niekro in the 9th. The final score: Padres 5, Cardinals 1. Star of the game, Joe Niekro. And of course, Ivan Morel gets a special notice for 3 runs batted in. Larry Stahl gets a special notice for 2 runs batted in. But Joe Niekro going all the way, allowing 1 run in 9 innings, 4 hits. I mean, that's good pitching, folks. Walking 1, striking out 4. Joe Niekro, the winner. The loss goes to Gibson, and he's had a few bad outings this year. Taylor pitched 1, retired the side in order, struck out a batter. The final line in the ball game: Padres 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Cardinals 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. So the Padres will move within 25.5 of the first place Atlanta Braves. Actually 26. They were 25. I'm sorry. They're 20. They were 26 and a half out. They moved within 26. And the Cardinals fall back to 10 games behind the Pittsburgh Pirates in third place. Don't miss our game tomorrow morning. It's scheduled already. It's the first game of July 31. It's right on our channel. The Boston Red Sox at the California Angels. The first game of July 31, 1969. And it will be Culp for the Red Sox and McLaughlin for the Angels. Stay strong, everybody. Kathy Harden, thank you very much, as usual. Let's hope tomorrow is a better day, unless your day was good. Then let's hope for more of the same. Stay strong, everybody. And I'll catch you all next time. Thank you, Kathy Harden. You have a great night.